Hi, my name's PC Carol Menzies. I'm a Prevention Officer for Police Scotland in Edinburgh Division. We work in the Preventions, Interventions and Partnerships Department, and part of our role is to give advice on home security. What we'd like to talk about today is how to keep your perimeter safe and how to stop people getting to your house in the first place. It's very important to restrict access to your back garden, and I'm going to give you some tips and advice on how you can do that. The first thing you want to do is to stop people getting into your back garden. Ideally, make sure all your fences are well maintained and repaired and there's no gaps that anybody can get through. The next thing to look at is the type of fence that you're using. There are various different fences that you can use. One of the kinds of fences that's quite popular is a ranch style fence. This is where the boards are horizontal. Unfortunately, this provides a ladder essentially for people to climb over and get into your garden. An alternative you can do to this is by moving the boards closer together, which means that you're restricting the foothold that they can get to climb over. The next kind of fence is quite popular is one with vertical boards. A lot of people like to have the vertical boards on the inside, which makes their garden look nicer. The horizontal rails on the outside give you easier access to your garden because people can climb over them easier. What you can do is you can have the vertical boards on either side, but be very careful to make sure that they're close enough so that you're still avoiding small foothold spaces for people to climb over. If you have a wall surrounding your garden that you maybe think is not quite high enough, you can add trellis or fence to the top of it. Trellis is good because it doesn't hold anybody's weight and will break if somebody tries to climb over it. Fence on top of it is also very good, but what you need to remember is where on the wall you position the fence. If you put the fence flush with the outside of the wall, this provides little opportunity for someone to climb over. However, if you put the fence further back, this provides a step, which makes it easier for somebody to climb over the wall and over your newly built fence into the garden. The next thing you can do on top of your fence with your trellis is grow spiky plants along it. Climbing roses and brambles are excellent because they're, whilst being productive and pretty, they're also very thorny. Brambles are very good on the outside of your fence. They grow very quickly and will cover the fence on the outside, protecting the outside of your fence. The next thing you can use to protect your garden and the perimeter of your garden is plants. These can be used along trellis, as we've said, but these can also be used near the windows. These are called aggressive shrubs. This is because of the thorns that they have on them. It provides a buffer between the house and the person trying to get into any windows. These come in various forms. You can have pyracantha, berberis, holly, brambles like we've said. They all can be very pretty but also have thorns that will keep people away from the windows. One thing to remember is try and have them as close to the windows as possible so you're not providing a gap for somebody to hide behind. If you keep these trimmed, it'll also mean they'll provide no places to hide because they're nice and neat. Thanks very much for listening. I hope some of these tips have been of use to you. Following this, there will be some links coming up on the screen that you can use to get further information, and of course you can always contact us if you have any questions. We'll be back again soon with more information about all aspects of crime prevention. Thanks again for watching and take care.